How you guys doing? This is Hybridsteel. Welcome back. Finally, after a year, back to Hydroneer. I said that I wouldn't come back to this unless there was a good reason, and the good reason is we haven't really played this for around a year. And if I'm going to be brutally honest, getting near Christmas, kind of figured that it's one of those things. We should give it a shot, give it a run through, and just enjoy the end of the year. Just no stress, no nothing. Just have a good time. So, running into a brand spanking new game, no mods. I'm not playing the tutorial. I definitely don't need to use the tutorial. End of 2025. New game. And there we are. Oh, we are so back, baby. Right, well. There we are. Just gonna make sure that all of my settings are like bang on where they should be. VSync on. Oh yeah, okay. Let's not have everything on epic because yeah, that gives me headaches. Motion blur off. That's better. Okay, right. Well, I'm gonna take my shovel when I learn how to play the game again. Oh no, all my controls are all knackered. Oh no, hold on. We've already come up with the first problem. I haven't got any mapping, have I? Because I had all this changed the way I wanted it and everything else. Oh, Richie. Right, this is going to be... I'm going to have to get back to doing this how I had it before. No way, pick up and left arm. Oh, it probably was, yeah. No. It was that one. Yeah. Alright, that can go. Oh, it's gonna go down. Alright, that can go there. That can go there. And we're gonna go right there. Hi ho. It's off to work we go. Do. Oh ho. Hey, 2025, we've got some gold and some steel or iron, metal, that stuff. Do. Where's my C button? There it is. Do. Scrub it up, look at that. Yeah, we got some good stuff straight in. Ooh, shiny stone. There we go. I didn't put any water in it. Imaged. So yeah, I have no save games on this. I have no mods on at all. Just playing the game as it should have been. All those ages ago. As the game evolved, we're back in. How you doing, Nylander? Hey, that's an emerald. Come on and do the conga. Do. Party every day. Back in Hydroneer? Yeah, it's just for the end of the year. There's not really much in the way of things that I want to do, like in the whole like doing new things and stuff. I can do that during videos, and I kind of figured I just want to chill. I'm just not really too worried about, like, you know, doing that, doing this, that, and the other, and like causing myself too much stress going into like into December. And I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna be all right. Have a nice day. Will do. Thank you very much for being here. Been a while since you played this? Yeah, it's been about a year, and I think it's about a year and 6 months since we last played this. So yeah, I'm not doing this. I'm not doing speed runs. I'm not doing anything horrible. I'm not going to go over the top and do stuff. I'm not here to prove a point. I'm here to play a game that I really enjoy and just roll 2025 out in a good manner and be like, I'm not really worried right now. You know, if people want to ask questions, if you want to talk, if you want to do anything, you can. I'm not here to have a go at anybody. I'm just here to chill. I don't need December is like one of the most stressful months of the year. You know, even if you think you've got everything sorted, you haven't. And so if I can just avoid drama and crap for 5 weeks, or 4 weeks now, sorry, I'm all right, and I'm good, and I can just sit here and play this and just chill. How you doing, Steve? Welcome in, bud. So I announced this in my comment in my community feed. I said I was going to play Hydroneer, and it's just for the end of this year. You never know. I might make this a tradition. Like every year we play Hydroneer. You know, Roland 2026 we'll do Hydroneer again after like 6 years of its release. It could just be a thing. Like at the end of every year, we'll come back in and we'll do Hydroneer. Because I don't have to worry about anything, you know. Anyways, I hope you guys are doing well. Right. We need.
Looking for something.
You always leave coins at the shop. It's all good, man. I don't think I need this just yet. Doing good, relaxing before I go to work as a bouncer. Fair enough. No trainers. You're not coming in here without that crap on you. Jesus Christ. You think you are some kind of royalty, mate. You're not getting in here. You smell of puff. Don't want your kind in here. Sorry, ladies. Yeah, you can come in. You're lovely. Yeah, it's all good. I want Alchemy Factory to come out as a great game. It is an awesome game. It does. I've been watching Monkey Nuts play it a lot because he has been, ever since I told him about the demo, he has been releasing shorts left, right, and center of that game, and he's doing really well on it. I think he's just crossed the 200 subscriber line as well. So fair play to him. He's doing all right, and I think I've got to be honest. If he joins in tonight, I've got a piece of advice for him, and it would be to start doing tutorials for that game, like right now, because as soon as that game comes out, there's going to be hundreds of people go, I don't know what I'm doing, I don't know how to do this, I don't know what to do. He needs to jump on that straight away, because I think he's going to be that's going to be his game for a while, a really long time. Oh, where do I want this to go? Because how you doing, Claws, brother? You know what? We'll go there, and then we'll dig down. Dig down, deeper and down, down, down. But weirdly, I mean, I know this game's been off. It's been on offer for the last about a week or so now. I have noticed there's people playing this like from brand new again because my numbers are going up again. It's like, okay. Mainly just like, oh, how do I do this? My game's broken. How am I supposed to do this? This game doesn't make sense. Same complaints it's been for the last 5 years, mate. I feel like I'm one square out too far. Really, it's weird, but it feels that I should be here. Like right here, right in front of this crevice here. It just feels wrong, and I don't. It's yeah. Hi, watching your Hydroneer for so long. I have a question. Can you please do some tutorials on automated mines in the newer Hydroneer versions? Nope. So automation for me is if they work, they work. When you say automated, what do you want automating? Do you want it to auto run? Do you want it to like do this? Because that's what they're designed to do anyway. As soon as you set up your filters to run permanently, your mine will run automatically. It won't ever shut down unless you've broken the game. I remember when I started playing Hydroneer, I came across your videos about logic and cables and found them very helpful. This was during COVID. Dude, yeah, COVID was like the big push for this game because no one else had anything to do. we were all stuck at home going, what are you doing? I don't know, we're just gonna play Hydroneer, I think that's I think if I'm gonna be brutally honest, it's probably the reason why this game sold as well as it did. Not because of like bigger YouTubers playing the game and stuff, but it came down to we couldn't do anything else, so we all just played Hydroneer. Because we're all stuck at home. We weren't doing anything. I mean, it was good for me. I had something to do. Well, that just comes down to timeline, man. You know, every dog has its day, and with Hydroneer, it had its time. It was, you know, 2024. I would say would be, because that's when it all basically finished. Nothing else really was needed to be done, and I think after that point, because of the game finally being finished and finally done everything else, no one needed to play it anymore. You know, you just did it because you wanted to. That's what happened to me. I worked 12-hour shifts as a security guard on a vaccine centre, and all we had to do was watch movies and play games. Oh, dude, you had a good life. Was there a new update? I thought you said you were done with this game. No, there's no new update. It's just, so basically, it's the end of the year, and I kind of don't want to get too stressed out. Don't want to get pissed off. I don't want to have a go at people. Quite happy trying to keep some of my sanity for like the new year. So kind of figured if I just play a game that I'm just very familiar with, and I'm not here to have a go at anything. I'm here to just chill. Then I think I'll be all right. And this was the last time with this game. It's always one of those that you can always come back to, know what you're doing, and not have to worry. And I kind of miss that with a lot of games. But yeah, I'm done making tutorials and everything else. I'm not making any extra videos. I'm literally just be like, I'm down here doing this. It's all good. Easiest money you ever made was doing that job. Complete. That sounds, yeah, it's ridiculous, man. So yeah, it's just one of those things. It's the end of the year, man. I'm almost checked out. The videos that I'm going to be creating over the next sort of like 3 to 4 weeks, I'm going to be smashing out as much as I can over that time, because I kind of I want like a week out where I'm not doing anything. And I'm like, done. That's where I'm up to. How much we got left? 383. I mean, I might be able to even buy that pipeline down now. We need like 10 pipes. Four. I know I can put them onto the cart, and I know I can drag them over. I'm just counting slowly. 5, 6, 7, 8. I think I could do it already. We got lucky with Cloutium. Stay. But yeah, because yeah, for the next sort of like few weeks, all I'm doing is videos. And I mean, the Whiskerwood video I'm working on right now, I don't know if I might be able to get it out by like mid next week. It's gonna take a long time because of what I'm doing in the game. I've got recycling center and game shop to play as well. We need that to go to here. Yeah, we really ballsed up with our position on this one, didn't we? Bumberclat man. So basically my first mistake was I should have been digging here, about here, in line with that one there. The best mod for me was at least the bulk boxes. Yeah, I don't know if any of the mods actually work anymore. So the reason why I'm a bit suspicious of that is because I've had a couple of people over the last sort of couple of days go, oh, what mod's really good for this game? And I genuinely don't think any mods work anymore. I think they're all broken now because like no one really bothers to update anything. And since the last version of the game, I think all the mods just kind of went out the window a little bit. So I don't think they work. Don't quote me on that. I just don't think they work. See what I mean? That is where my ladder should be. Right there. See, I knew it. I was one square off. Bloody donut. 1 square. Yeah. Tell you what, that's quite annoying. Tell me you played this game too long without like telling me straight away. Knowing that your entire build is out by 1 square even after a year of not playing this. And there we go. And now we don't need that extra bucket. We don't need the extra. We don't need all the. I've locked myself in with the bloody pickaxe. Right, I need that. Do not need that. And we'll need this. We'll need this. And I will need my spade. And there we go. Back down the hole. I need me brush. Where's me brush? Hi Hybrid, how's it going? Why are we back with Hydroneer? Was there an update? No. I'm chilling. Simple as. Basically, I'll explain it again. I'm de-stressing. I'm having a chill time. I'm okay not being all like annoyed out right now. And in my community post, I did say I was going to do this. Gotta get rid of that bit there. So basically, I might just do this as a yearly tradition. Christmas time, we come back, we have a look at Hydroneer, and then we just leave it alone for an entire year. And then 2026, after we finish 2026, we'll come back, do Hydroneer for a bit. I think it's just a nice homage, you know. I mean, this game is now 5 years old. 5 years. It's been a cool ride. But no, there's no new game. There's no new updates and stuff because Max is working on his new game. I can't remember what it's called now. But let me just. I can't remember what it's called. But I'm in his Discord for it. I just can't remember what the game is called. Because at the moment it's like slow updates and stuff. It's called Die Trying. It's very, 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 very different to what this game is. Like, I mean, hugely different. Like, so different that it involves shooting things. Like, lots and lots of things. So, yeah. Yep. Yeah, this game was basically COVID. It's been around for that long.
Huh? Huh?
I remember, like, I played this in really early, I think it was really early 2020, and that's when like Diesel was playing it and Dre was playing it, and when everyone was playing like early access, and I jumped in early access as well, and I bought the copy of the game, and then like December comes around and we're all getting like locked in. Or everyone knew everyone was getting sick, but no one really knew what it was. And then 2021 came around and it was like, by the way, everyone's now like quarantined. You can't go out, you can't do this, can't do that. It's like, okay, cool. Oh, it does, yeah, that's fine. But it's just one of those games, isn't it? It's like, I mean, for any of us that like played this during that time, and we're all sitting here in chat talking to each other, I kind of miss it in a way, because this was like the game that kind of brought my channel up a bit, and it was the community that was brought around it. I mean, yes, okay, there's no more updates for the game, and it's kind of like died its death since. But I think even like for now, even if I carry on playing this game, people still kick back and enjoy it from time to time, and I don't need to teach anybody anything anymore. I don't need to stress myself out about it anymore, and I'm just gonna play it my way, and it doesn't really matter. I can still answer questions and I can still help new people, but I don't ever need to repeat myself of what I've done, because it's all documented. It's just there. I'm planning on building a mega base. No, I don't think so. Depending on what you call by a mega base. I mean, we don't have to build mega bases, considering like all the updates the game made everything like really well, like really good to make and really good to use. And I don't really want I don't want to kill the game. Like, I'm quite happy not breaking the game anymore. So for you, this game is a trip down memory lane. Yeah, it's a trip down memory lane. It's also like, it's chill. I don't have to think. I don't have to worry about anything. I don't have to. So I would say here's the problem with doing YouTube and stuff. You get so attached to the numbers, and you're like, oh, you know, if my live stream doesn't get like 40 people watching, then I'm kind of screwed. And yeah, it gets like that sometimes. With this game, even if I'm streaming it, if the numbers go up, they go up. If they stay down, they stay down. I'm not really worried. But I don't, you know, I mean, also this channel's known for this game because of it. And I'm kind of just like, all right, it's like a Christmas present. It's fine. And I'm all right with that. But I mean, I kind of, it's also a way that I can switch my brain off and not have to worry. Genuinely. And I'm all right. Boop, ba, 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 dum. 756. Where are we at? 30 minutes in and we got a drill. There you go. Right, so I need 2 blocks, a down pipe, some straights, some bits and pieces. I'm probably going to overspend because I can't remember how much I need, but I'm just going to kind of work it out in my head and just go from there. Right, 868. Cool. So I will need one of those. I will need another one of those. Need one of those. Right, so yeah. So the corner down, 3 pipes down. T-junction goes into the back of the drill. Pipe then goes under the drill, through the block, and into the back of the harvester. I'll need one of those to turn the water off, and one of those if I want to set up a sorter. $4.47 sounds like a bargain, mate. Do 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 do. Sounds like a bargain. Right. Now the downside is having to do this with not a very high roof, which is going to suck a little bit, but it's fine. Bosh, mate. Right. You go there, and then that goes underneath the that one goes underneath the harvester. That is the power. That is the down pipe. It's going down, 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 down. Hey. Right, that's fine. I've got my measurements in. Should be completely okay. Ah. Right. And then power chamber. That's fine. Straight belt. Straight pipe. There we go. Right, and then blob of dirt. Need that for collection. Don't need this though. Do 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 do. There we go. Now that should, I say should be enough. Now all I've got to do is square out this middle bit, and we can get ourselves a block down here. There we go. Right. And the other block is for me. So you pop the block down. You pop that around there. Now, in the other tub that I did have, where did I leave it? Oh, there it is. Go back up. Got ourselves our first shard. So, pop it. Go in a hole. No. This was the only thing I ever found stupid about this thing. Now stay. Fucking cats. Sounds like they're having an orgy outside. And there we go. One automated machine in 37 minutes, which is quite slow for me. Well, there we go. Done. I don't have to do anything else. I've quit. I'm done. Happy Hydroneer, everyone. Done for another year. Fantastic. Good live stream. Good stream. Ta-da. Yeah, the only way to do it is that I need to knock in there like a conveyor belt. I can't bother doing that. That's too much. That is too much effort. But there we go. So we're earning. We don't have to do nothing. And there you go. There's Hydroneer. If you're ever interested, you can finish this game in 38 minutes because you don't have to do anything else anymore. What I will do is I'm going to get myself some. I'll go get myself some repair kits. Excuse me. Yep. But yeah, I mean that is even for as I said, I haven't played this game for a year and a bit, and within what half hour, I'm kind of like don't really need much else done. All we got to do is babysit the machine just for a little bit. I mean, it's not running. It's not going to be running particularly fast because we're running on like one little crystal and the basic water like percentage, which is 100. So we ain't going to be doing too much. But do this a couple of times, and you just earn money by not doing a lot. You know? Glow. Oh, it's nearly out. But yeah, when talking to new people about this is like, I think one of them that I was speaking to a couple of days ago was, "Hi, how do you get Cloutium?" It's like, are you using your hands or a machine? I use a machine. 2 blocks below the surface, and then Cloutium will be there. Oh, well, it's not working. Cloutium's quite rare. Why is the block on its side? Good question. I don't know. So when you put a block down in Hydroneer, Max changed the axis of the block, that every time you went to place one down, it would need changing. It's a weird thing, but I've changed the axis, so it's there. Unless I just duffed it up and I pushed the wrong button. There you go. That's another possibility. It's my fault. I don't really care though. It does the job. It's a flat surface, and it doesn't really bother me because it's not its final form. Battery block. I'm not going to be able to get that. So what you can do is, if you're quick enough with your timing, I need that. Yeah, that's better. Let me just run this up the shop. We'll get the money out of it and then we'll carry on. I think it's 6,600 for the big plot, isn't it?
Fetch me some scrum.
I'm not doing soup. What do I look like? A horticulturist? No, I'm a miner. Mining. So that's 1,000. That's 1,000 coins for 10 minutes for just the machine running itself. Now, what I do need is I need your basic smithing point. So let's go and get the stuff for it. So we need a blacksmith's hammer. We need the we need to be able to make stuff. Always digging holes. Seems to be a thing in most games I play. If it's free roam and it's like, can I dig a hole? Yes, cool. Right, I'm playing.
I got the goods if you got the cash.
Right. Definitely need one of those. Means I'm definitely going to need one of those. Definitely going to need that. Definitely going to need that. Definitely going to need that. Just trying to think. Oh, definitely gonna need one of those. Ding. No, you can't get. I can't burst into song. Bursting into song, you might get a copyright strike for it. Trying to get me cancelled, man. This dude's over here trying to get me cancelled. Yeah. Is there a rake in this shop? Need a rake. Need a rake. God damn this shop. I don't want to go all the way over the map just to get a rake. I feel like Kevin. It's so unfair. Right, let's let's get this sort of set up. Where do we want it? We want it right about there. Not facing that way though. Facing, yeah, facing that way is fine. You're a dwarf going into the mines of Moria. Well, not quite. Where's my pickaxe? There it is. There's the old lad. Right. So we need, oh, we don't need that on there. We need this one. That one there. Oh.
Huh?
There we go. Right. Bum. I'll do that, Will. Did I bring that tea pipe through? I didn't buy a tea pipe. God damn it. Do bum 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 bum. Do bum bum. Right. Spare pipes. I'm trying to 100% this game right now. I only have one achievement left, and that's the one hunting the relics. Oh yeah, there's a guide, created by a guy called Crystal Daz. So he did a guide on where all of the relics are. There's one on this plot of land, and it's about here. They're only on the original plots of land as well. So all in this main game. In the next one over, in the aquifer, it is right in the middle, like right down the bottom. And it got deeper because of the way the game was changed. And then the dry deck and the other one, I think, is there's two in each of those. Yeah. So as I said, there's a guide. I still come back. Still great to see. Yeah, I think it's just one of those weird games that I just enjoy playing. I'm alright with that. Right, I need that one. So the arc on this goes to the back. And then this one is relatively short. Now to test that, yep, all good. And then what you do is you pop your bum down here, wait until the next one, and then start sorting. Oh, I need my thingy as well. Bugger. I know what I didn't buy. I didn't get a crucible. Idiot. You floppadob. Floppadobadob. You can't do smelting without a crucible and a brick. Oh, man, that's stupid. So again, I've got everything. How am I going to melt this? Yeah, that's a good question. Jump up. And we all know what the brick's for, don't we? Yeah? You got to clip the brick into the floor over the furnace. Liquid thing. Liquid thing. There you go. And then you need to hold one of everything, because when you get one of everything, you can then sort everything else out. Yeah. Also, that one little... Yep. It's all good, that. Alright, that can go in there. That can go there. All the gold! And then we take that one piece off, pop that there, grab a bit of iron, do the same again, stick this down there, stick this up here, and there we go again. So then we climb over here, I'll pop that in there, Bob's your uncle, and when we want to heat this up, we just take the crucible off and then we stick it on top. Or just stack up a load of gold, stack up a load of everything else, and then go for that. It's depending on what you want to do with that. Thanks for the direction. Sorry, what did I do? Oh, you try. Oh, yeah, no. Yeah, don't worry. It's fine. I can't remember what I do half the time. There we go. So there we are. We got a bit of iron, a bit of gold, some energy crystals, and then we got ourselves some cloutium, so we can stick that on there. We haven't got anything else, so we can sell this and be happy, you know. And there we go. That's pretty much Hydroneer. So yeah. And all you got to do now is just be good at swapping buckets. And obviously I've duffed up here because I haven't put the bucket. I've put the bucket too far forward. Oh no, Jeffrey. Much better. There we are. Plop. Again, sort it all out. No. That's wrong. That's fine. Take that off. Change that to gold. Gold. And stop. And then we can take our gold bar, shove it in there, and make a really big gold bar. And then what you do is you do this a couple of times, and then you're done. And you can make one big dagger or something. One bloody great big sword. Great big bushy beard. So that's that. Shot that in there, lad. There we are. And just, we'll keep doing it. Oh no, it broke. Oh, fiddlesticks. So we got to wait a little bit longer. Don't forget, if you are enjoying the stream or anything I still do on the channel, hit the like, subscribe, notification button below for all the updates. It's one of those things. Also, I mean, what do you think of all the videos that have been coming out over the last couple of weeks? Some new games as well this week. I'm actually really enjoying Console Shop, even though I haven't released a video of it yet. I will be... first one, I think we'll release one on Monday. So I'm going to be doing Console Shop on Monday. Recycle Place on Wednesdays. And then on Friday, I'll probably do Whiskerwood, because that's going to take me the longest. And I think they're the three I'm going to be alternating with for a little bit. And then maybe chucking in. I got a key for. I think it was called Return Shop Simulator or something. Basically, you go on it like Amazon, their version of Amazon. You buy returns and you set it into a shop. So I'm kind of like, I'm getting there. You're getting your oldest boy a Steam Deck. Cool. Not the first version of the Steam Deck, like the crappy version that doesn't really do it. Like the next one up. How you doing, Richie? By the way. But yeah, we're gonna be doing it. We're gonna be doing this until December. I think the last one we're gonna be doing is maybe December 31st. Let me find out the last stream for Hydroneer. It will be. I mean, the 31st is a Wednesday. You know what? New Year's Eve. That's the last one first. The one that costs the most. Ah, fair enough. So yeah, I'm gonna be playing this until the actual like the 31st of December, New Year's Eve. We'll be playing this. Monkey Nuts. I have a the Monkey Nuts, the one that I've been watching on Thingy. I have a thing for you. Are you in my Discord, or have you got me on Discord? I don't believe so. Add me on Discord. I actually wanted. I couldn't get hold of. I thought you were going to turn up last stream, but you didn't. I have an idea for your channel. If you're interested, I can talk to you on Discord then. I can go from there. And it may help you in the next sort of coming weeks. Oh no! I just ballsed up. Proper ballsed up. That's not good. How you doing, Crisis? I'm having a crisis now. I don't have a magnet and I've got to pick up each individual piece of gold. I pushed the wrong button. $52 gold pickup. Yeah, it's all good, man. It's I think it would help. I've got this feeling that some of the stuff you're doing could help your channel a bit more, especially when it comes to Alchemy Factory. Because I think Alchemy Factory is going to be a big thing. I mean, that's just off the top of my head of like indie games and bullcrap. I think Alchemy Factory is going to be a big one. Minor Mogul, not so much. I think that's going to go under the radar because of reasons. I genuinely don't think it's going to do as well as I want it to do. But Alchemy Factory, I think you have an opportunity with that one. And if you don't do it, I will. No, I kind of the reason why I kind of thought of you straight away was because of like what you've been doing on your channel for shorts, and go from there. Oh yeah, and as I said, like I said, the Hydroneer thing is just because end of year. We can do better. We can do better. We can. Boom, boom. Yeah, that's not a lot of calcium. We need a few more bits for that. We'll melt it down for now, but it's not great. Oh, need my pan. Pan. Right. Don't fuck up. There we go. We'll do this one more time and then we're okay. There's no clarium in that bucket. You got me talking to me. Change that to iron. My fault. I thought I'd emptied it. God damn it, Billy Ray. No, pick up the bloody stone, you muppet. Immense. Right, I can go there. Right, let that heat up and melt. And then we'll chuck this lot in there. And I think we're almost ready to... I want to knock it all together and see what happens and see what the sword is going to be worth. Right, take that off. And then shut that on, huh? Is Hydroneer multiplayer? Split screen, yeah. Has to be done through Steam client. And that never changed. And unfortunately, never will. Bit of a shame, but there you go. They did, in fairness, they did try loads to try and make it multiplayer, but it never came to fruition just because the game it couldn't figure it out. You know, I mean, Max tried, he tried 5 different, like, game engines to make it work, and it never worked. And I kind of feel sorry for him at that point because everyone was like, oh, I want multiplayer, I want multiplayer. And unfortunately, it just couldn't happen. So basically, the multiplayer you have got is the one that worked. Right. Right, that looks like a nice big bar of gold. That's a good bar of gold, that is. Right, next is iron. I can go there as well. Alright. And now I just need to like bring the power out. So we'll do this one now. There's not gonna be a lot left in here. It's just mainly gems. See, mainly gems. You've not this played for a game for a while? Anything new? No, there's nothing new. I haven't played this game for a while because there's nothing new. But I'm like I keep saying, it's like it's more like an anniversary thing. Been playing it for a long time. Haven't played it for about a year and a bit. Kind of gonna make it. I think I'm gonna make it a yearly thing. Like for a couple of weeks at the end of the year, I'm just gonna kick back, play a bit of Hydroneer, and just chill, not worry. Great way to get people talking again as well. What are you doing? Playing Hydroneer. Why? Because I want to. But it's an old game. Yeah, so is World of Warcraft, and people still play that.
Huh?
And that is not what I wanted to happen. Change of scenery, a little bit. Definitely beats playing Supermarket Simulator, and Supermarket Simulator with a this and that and the other. Right, I got a sword. I'm not afraid to use it. I got some gems. We're all good. Right, where to put my money? Probably in a pot. I gotta be honest though, I'm crossing my fingers for Car Mechanic Simulator 2026. I reckon it's gonna come out next year.
Might be shown, but you need a keen eye to find
There's 672 quid's worth of uncut gems in there. I'll say that. 672 got there, and this is everything I've mined. 11,396. We are off to the races. Time to load up. We're shipping out. Hell yeah. Oh no, I've broken myself. Seriously? How have I done this? Strange and exciting ways on how to break Hydroneer. Yeah, I've done it. I need to reset myself. I'm wearing a cart on my head. I did unstuck. I can't recall to the nearest vehicle because I think I'm in the vehicle. I'm gonna have to save the game. I'm gonna have to come out. Hell yeah! It took me an hour, but I broke the game. These were deleted. Oh. I don't get it. Anyway, we got 12 grand. Then we're just gonna get the rest of my money, and then we're good. $12,900 and change. Chugga chugga choo choo. Yeah, probably. Because for now we're only on like level 1 machines, so no point in doing anything else major right now. The idea would be to set up like a real simple conveyor belt, just enough to just take stuff off the top plate. It's gonna take it takes a long time, but to set up a machine that basically just takes top layer dirt and just chugs away whilst you're doing whatever. That's kind of what we're going for. So I would need, I mean, what is there 20 pipes from the ocean to the side? So we're gonna need that many pipes. We're gonna need some corners. We're gonna have to pick up some conveyor belts. We're gonna have to pick up some bits and pieces. Yeah, all of that, and a basic sorter. But yeah, 11 grand up. Well, 12 grand. It is 6,000. I believe it's 6,600 for the plot. And then whatever changes left is like how much we can spend on stuff. And we shouldn't need to use that anymore, but you never know. It's the greatest in the world. No one's ever seen it like me. I always make that. I always used to make that that problem for myself as well. Like I'd like drive off to the next area, and I think, oh, I'll be fine when I get there, and I'm spending like 300-400 quid on pipes on just one pipe, because clouting pipes are a little bit more expensive. You're like, why am I doing this? Like, I'm running iron machines. I'm not running cloutium just yet. What we'll do is we'll get all this like as set up as I can when I get there, and then go from there, really. I'll take it. It's one little piece of iron. One little piece. Take another little piece of my heart now, baby. Oh. How you doing, Kay? Excuse me. Good old times. Yeah, it's all right. But yeah, it's the end of the year, man, and I'm chill. I got no problem. I don't need to be all like hyperactive. I don't need to be all like dramaed out. I'm just calming down. I believe, apart from my buckets, which, you know what, I will take with me. I'll make a little pile of things to go in a museum, and, you know, there'll be buckets and a brush. You can never be you never know where you're going until you found yourself your map. Right, get us back up on the road. Good afternoon, Denos. And then we'll go and buy out a load of pipe because we're going to need it. So we're probably going to need oh, boom. Thank you very much for subscribing. 11. That's if you're in the chat. If you're not, then you don't know I'm talking to you.
Looking for something?
I think that might be enough. Might need a few more straight pipes. What have you not done in this game? I never intentionally broke the game like someone like Let's Game It Out. I would say that's my only thing. I've broken the game, but not as like great as he ever did. And off we go! Oh crap, money. Did I pick my money up? Let's go! How we paying for the plot? Oh, I did put it. Where did I put it? Did I put it on the back? Hold on. Where did I put my cash? There it is. Okay, it's in my bowls now. Oh, that's fine. Oh, that was scary. I was like, crap, where'd my money go? 124. So that's not bad. An hour and 24. I'm not even trying to speedrun this. An hour and 24, and we're now making our way over to like big claim. Big claim. See, that's how we can prove I'm not using mods. The castle is broken and it's horrible. The bulk storage will probably be a nice one now. Nah, I don't know. I've got this feeling that none of the mods work. I mean, you can check them out if you want, but I don't know. Excuse me for that, by the way. Right, now we need to set up on the other side of this. And for the record, no, I'm not going to smooth out the whole area. It's too much work. I mean, I could, but I don't want to. Because I do things old school. I'll use a rake. I haven't played the latest version of this game with the volcano. Is the DLC worth getting? If you like playing the original game, you'll like playing Volcalidus. That's all I can really say. It's basically the same game. There's just more of it. You know, I mean, the drills are a little bit different. They run on like steam power, so you have to have a drill topside that produces ice, and the ice has to be fed into a steam valve, which turns it into water, and then it powers your workshop. Apart from that, everything else is basically the same. The drills themselves, they work on every layer of floor, so you don't need to upgrade to like you don't need to upgrade to tier level 3 drill. The drill evolves with the level that it's based on. You have to get down there though. That's the whole thing. You have to dig your way down. So it's up to you. I mean, that's all I can really say, because it's like with Hydroneer, it comes down to you. I mean, if you don't want to play the extras, if you don't want to play the DLC, you don't have to play the DLC. It's nothing. I mean, the only thing that you're missing out on is, ooh, look at me, I've got shiny achievements. That's really it. The game itself isn't any majorly different. It's still Hydroneer. If you're a big fan of the game, though, I mean, it's worth picking up because it gives you more to do. It gives you. I mean, you can go over there now if you want. I mean, I could literally go over there, pick up a ticket, and go to Volcalidus now. I'm like, but I don't really care right now. I'm just chill. But I mean, it's cheap. I think it's still on offer right now. I think there's a sale. So if you're going to pick up this game or the DLC or anything, I think it's a good price, like right now, if there's still an offer on it. Yeah, I mean, that happens. For me, I spent a long time playing this because I played it through all its iterations, and I was okay with that. But I always said the average person who played this game played for about 100 hours because they did enough. They thought that was good enough, and they didn't really need to play it anymore. So you played it more than what I would say would be the average person, and that's okay. And at the end of the day, that's fine. You played it to however you wanted to. No one's got a gun to your head to play the game. But I mean, DLC wise, like I said, it's basically the same. It's the same type of game. It's just over there. And what I'll do is when I finish this, because I'm only going to be on for like another, I mean, it's 8 o'clock now. I'm going to be on till about 9ish, maybe 9:30. And it's not because, oh, well, you know, and I need to do this. It's basically because I want to just carry on doing, I've got grinding to do in games before I do videos. And what I will do, Monkey, is I'll get a hold of you on Discord and I'll have a natter with you about what I'm thinking and see if you agree with it. And then if you agree with it, then it might give you a bit of a direction for the channel for a bit. Alright, I need to get this as far across this as possible. You have 239 hours in just, there you go. You played it more than the average person. I have, yeah, too many. I think out of like the only people that had more time in this game than me were most of the main like moderators and testers of the game. Higgs Boson Map, he definitely had more time in the game than I did. And there are people still playing it now that have played this game for years now. I'm probably, I don't know, I'm probably in the top 20 of people that have spent the most time playing the game. That's probably about it. There for later. So I need one of those. Bum, ba-dum, bum, bum. Go down there for a second. I'm on square up. That's the border of the game. Because you used to be able to put one up there years ago. No, you can't. That's fine. Bum 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 bum. Right. And now that's for sorting. That can go over there. Right, I need that. That, and I need that. And I need my mold. Edna mold. All good. And there we go. So that's all done. That's all done. That can go in the little puddle over here. No. It's supposed to have a bit more power than that, isn't it? There we go. I mean, if there's going to be stuff on the floor, there'll be stuff on the floor. It's not that bad. But this now means I can sort of work on a small conveyor belt system that's going to slowly evolve. I've got 4 grand. So that's not too bad, especially for a small setup. And if we can get like just the basics sorted, then we're okay. So I've got a big pile of those. That's going to go into that. I will chuck this in. Which way round am I going to go? Because if I go this way and just loop it, yeah, just loop that out there, past here and back into there. Do 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 do. Right, so that's going to come out here. Conveyor belt here. It's going to go forwards. And then yeah, so sort. I think that's the end of the line. So so it's going to come out of there around the corner. It's going to go through Cloutium, gold, iron, iridium, and then sort it out for gems that way. think that might be enough. Right. I think that might be enough. Right, let's just see what we can actually afford to get. So, mainly looking for just sorters.
Take a look at my goods. Thanks for your business.
Crystal. So the blue glowing crystal, power crystal, gold, iron. Cloudium. Iridium and gems. Now, the only problem is at the moment I won't get any cloudium.
Take a look at my goods.
Can't afford a gem cut right now. As of right now, I don't think I can afford to put the spaces between each of the sorters, because what I would normally do is I'd put a space between each of the sorters for like later on evolution, so you could get smelters in, so you could just have it so you just push one button, they all smelt at the same time. That's the automation thing. So yeah. Let me just go and stick all this together and see if we're missing it. And whatever we're missing, we can just save up for. It's fine. But yeah, apart from that, we're all good. I bought the wrong bloody corner. Ah, bums. I think we have to go proper gangster on this for a bit then. Hold on. Right. For now then we'll just have to bodge the power system. Until we can kind of sort everything out properly. It's going to be a bit wonky doodle. Like, real. This is gonna be special. That's okay, and that's okay, right. Literally can be fixed in like one round, hopefully. On the plus side, I can use that that corner. Oh no, I could actually build. I can buy the corner. It's not that expensive. It just means having to roll back into town. So that is a left corner. I need a right corner. So let's go and get the right corner now. Get it all set, and then we should be okay. I can still use that corner, but that corner conveyor, just not where I thought I was going to use it. Oh, but yeah, that's just my fault. It's my bad, baby. Babe. I'm just helping him get home. Go home faster. Right.
Thanks for your business.
So I bought a left conveyor belt. I needed a right conveyor belt. 388 money. Baby. Oh, they do. He went flying. Right. Cool. And then the other conveyor belt, because it's going to be mainly for gems, which we just need a straight belt. Sorry, a straight pipe. We'll stick the lefty on the end. Oh no, it actually does need to. Oh, and I could do that for now and just have a stupid belt at the end. Nah, it's gonna be a stupid belt. Right. We haven't got enough pots for this. Gold. Iron. Cloutium. That one. Shards, that's one. And then we pop this one here. We're not going to get any Cloutium out of this. And anything else that's going to come off of this is literally going to go out the other end. Okay? I haven't got any more pots. I haven't got anything else. Let's just turn this off a sec. Pull that. We need a corner. I'll figure out any problems I have in a minute. I haven't got any more pots, so we're just gonna survive on like digging a hole, I think. And there we go. Actually, there is a way. Sort of. I'm gonna have to sacrifice doing something stupid. Right, there's no more gold coming. Where's the pickaxe? Pickaxe. Alright, I need... Yeah, that's what I was going to do. What is your suggested first drive to items, sorters, or something else? Honestly, I would just, I don't know. If I'm gonna be brutally honest, I'd say the first thing to do is to get a very small plant working, and as quickly as possible. Just because as soon as you've got that first thing working, you don't really have to worry about much else. Everything else just comes natural after the, like, it's just evolving the build and just making it bigger and better and everything else, and just, that's really about it. I mean, yeah. But I would say this is like the first thing. If you're new to this game, this is like the first thing you should be looking at. Building something that basically just sorts out the basics. Get everything sorted and then work on like doing all the other stuff later. Like a cutting, getting your cutting block and stuff, you can do that later. As long as your machine sorts everything out. That's what you need to focus on. That's it. And like mine sorts it out. It's just not very efficient because it's stupid, because I didn't get a couple of things. I didn't have enough money to buy all the things as well. That was part of the problem. But now I've got this bit set up. The next evolution is to have crucibles for all the stuff that gets melted, and then go from there. And then the next evolution after this is to have the swinging crucibles. Just fill up. You don't have to automate this. You don't have to fully automate this. You just carry on doing this. And for now, unfortunately, it just looks a bit crap because I screwed up. But that happens. That happens all the time. Even for someone like me, if I don't have things written down for what I'm actually doing, I mess up so many times. So what I will do is I'll run this until that's finished. Until it starts sparking, turn it off, empty it all out, get it all like turned into a bar or something. Turn it into a sword, and then go and sell it again. But yeah, I would definitely say like get sorters stuff first, just because you don't want that hassle. And then when it comes to sorting, when it comes to like smelting stuff, you just get more smelters and just more crucibles and just make money. And then you want more machines. I would say you kind of want 3 or 4 drills, especially for this type of setup. And then you kind of just want to start building underground, because you get more money from it. So I would do the same thing again. I would go from where I am now. I'd set this up so it's constantly smelting, so it's less lag on the system, because I'm not sure how good the lag is for the game still. I mean, it's always had a problem with it. And then I would dig underground. I'd get like 12 sets of stairs and dig underground, get to a point where I can't dig anymore because there's tier 1, tier 2 and tier 3. Lay out a load of floorboards at tier 1, get enough square spacage to put in a machine like this, and then move everything from upstairs downstairs onto tier 1. And at that point, that's when you can start massively upgrading your build. Like straight, you can start going into clouting builds, because you can go up to the mountain and get yourself like the miniature and start building stuff from there. And even when you're underground, cloutium becomes easier to find as well. So if you've got like 4 or 5 drills or producing, then you're good. If you've just got 1 drill and it's underground, you'll do what we did in the first. There you go, it's sparking now. So what you would do in that instance is that you would then take all the money and go from there and just go underground. When did he add the T3 drills? Version 2.0. Where? There it is. Yeah, 2.0 is when the tier 3 stuff came in. That was a good day. You have 4 ice helm. Now they look cool. Yeah, I like the tier 3 drills. They're alright. I just got told to try Captive Industry. I wonder if Captive Industry is a good game. It's a little bit above my pay grade for understanding stuff, though. So take that with a grain of salt. You sound I didn't. Oh yeah, I didn't get any clarity because it's not even that low. So the reason why they changed the way that like all the tiers are done is just to make you think of like how to build a different setup. It was so that not everything was the same, and that's why tier 2 is different from tier 1 and tier 3. Is Recycle Simulator going to be a series? Yes. It was to force people to innovate, yes. Completely. Yeah, Recycle Simulator is going to be a series. There'll be one coming out on Monday called Console Shop. That's going to be a series. And Whiskerwood should be every Friday because it's taken me longer to do stuff on it. Yeah, I've got a few more to like fit in as well. Like the thing is when I get given a key by a developer, like I've got given I think it's called Outlet Shop Simulator. I always make one video at least. And if I don't really enjoy it, I'll only ever make one video. But if people comment on, this is how it works for me. I don't know if that's how anything else. If you comment on a video you enjoy, like if I get lots of comments, and I sit and just go, okay, I can make more of this. Which is why I'm always asking, you know, if you enjoy this sort of stuff, let me know, because it lets me go, all right, cool, I'll make more. If I get like 2 comments like I normally do, and it's normally Steve and Promethean or Steve and someone else, then I tend not to carry on making those series. It's mainly just because like a couple of people comment, that's when I'll carry on making them. So it partially does come down to if there's more comments on a video about like wanting more of this sort of that sort of thing, then I'm more than happy to carry on making that sort of video. That's just how I work though. Or if I just enjoy it. Like the egg mart video, that didn't do too well. No one really commented on it, so I didn't bother. I'm not making any more of it. But with the recycling one, I don't know how many people have commented, but that seems to be okay. And what was the other one? I can't remember. Whiskerwood is always getting like comments and stuff, so I'll keep doing those. But yeah, so if you are watching this stream right now, if you speak about if you comment on a video, then I'm more likely to make more content like that, because it helps me understand what you guys actually want to watch. At least you didn't actually do it though. I did. Well, not recycling similar, but that stream. The stream about the stream about the thing. I'm thinking of it. My wife threw cards away. Yeah, that's how we'd sleep. Love beard, by the way. I hope they have one like that in a few years. Depending on how long, it's depending on your genes, mate. Genes are a big thing when it comes down to growing a beard. Right, I need. How much is it? There's 1,000. I'm probably gonna go crucibles for a bit. So 1, 2. I think 3 will do it. We can get our gem cutter on the way through as well. So. Oh, I didn't buy the. Oh. Idiot. $9.50 for one of those. We can buy one, but just to what point at this point? I have a question about maybe starting a YouTube channel myself someday. Go for it. I will answer any question I can and try and give you a straight answer, and it will be from my own personal experience. In fairness, my personal experience with YouTube is a little bit hit and miss, but I do tend to make problems for myself. So ask away. I'm more than happy to chat.
Thanks for your business.
William, how you doing, sir?
I got the goods if you got the cash.
I'm a woodworker, so it's a little different genre. What would you recommend by adding style of filming? Give me a second. There was a guy, I can't remember. Oh my god! If I can think about the. Have I still got him on my YouTube? Have you got? What was that? What was that Irish woodworker's name? Irish woodmaker. That's the dude. You want to do woodworking, right? Check that channel out. He's an Irish woodworker, right? if you want to know anything when it comes to anything woodworking, that dude does that. It's so addictive to watch his stuff because he gets very into. Yeah, okay, so the best thing you can do is to watch his content of how he approaches each video, because each video has a reason, each video has a meaning, like recreating a tool or working on a piece of something that hasn't been done for years, or he's just gone into the history of doing it. He's a very interesting guy to watch because he has an addictive personality, and you kind of just want to be there for the story. It could just be as simple as fixing a hammer that his grandfather used to use, but because it's got that emotional tie to his grandfather, it's basically pushing that into the actual video to give it more meaning. So go and watch his stuff. Yeah, go and watch it all and just soak it all up. That's all I can really say. he's such a good person to watch. I stumbled across him. I want to say it was probably like 2 years ago, and I've watched a few of his stuff. But I mean, unfortunately, the YouTube algorithm goes, "Well, are you sure you're watching this? I mean, you could go off and watch something else, and you kind of get sidetracked, and they get lower and lower down the feed for yourself personally, and it's kind of annoying." But at the same time, it's YouTube. That's just how it works. Oh yeah, I want another right corner. But yeah, I would say watch his stuff and make a video. Right, so start. Obviously, you got your account. Make one video, and I mean, if you're in my here's the whole thing, right? If you join my Discord, down in the description box, there's a link to my Discord. You can get hold of me there. If you want someone to watch your video, and it's only going to get like 1 or 2 views, unless it gets picked up real quick, forward it to me. I'll give it a watch, and I will try and give you some sort of direction into how to do things a little bit different, or a little bit better, or just try to help you. But that's literally how that's all it is. That's all I can do, because it's a different niche. I can just give you pointers. I'd love to do YouTube and Patreon one day, but need proper equipment to do it. No, you don't. Right, you don't do Patreon. Patreon gets people off the platform. YouTube doesn't like it, right? It's one of the first things you don't do. Don't do Patreon unless you've got a massive following. The problem with that then is that you have to create extra content for those people on Patreon. What you can do is get to your 1,000 subscriber limit first and make members only, like, early start content. So what I mean by that is that you would release a video on, let's say, a Wednesday, but if you've got members only, then they can watch it, let's say, on a Tuesday. So they get to watch it 24 hours before anybody else, which I've been tempted to do just because of it. I use a 9-year-old PC. Exactly. You can do it as long as you've got a PC that works fundamentally for what you want to do, you'll be okay. It's that simple. I started on a computer that didn't have a graphics card because I was a cheap ass. I had no fucking money. I still don't have any money. Right? Just to put it into perspective, I don't have any money. I just kind of live. And I started on a crappy PC that really didn't do a lot, and I was playing Gold Rush at like 60 FPS. And I was playing Car Mechanic Simulator because it wasn't a massive drag on a system. The other thing that I was doing was I was using my console to do certain things because the PC that I had was crap. And it wasn't until I bought my second PC, which was a pre-built, and I had a graphics card, and it wasn't a massively awesome graphics card, but it had one. And then we went through COVID, and I was playing Hydroneer, and people jumped in and they donated, and that's when I built my new PC. The equipment I need is tools for my builds. Oh, supply. Okay. Do you do flea markets and boot? Okay, Richie, where are you, in the UK or America? Personally, I don't love Patreon. Yeah. So if to put this into perspective, if you became a member of my channel, at some point I did want to do the whole like early release thing, and it would be like members would see it first like the day before. If you're in America, go to a flea market and pick up some old woodworking tools, or look on Craigslist and stuff like that. Just get stuff that will help you start. You don't need anything massively over the top. That dude that I've sent you his link, Aeon, he does everything by hand, very, very few machines. So if you can do that sort of stuff with just, you know, bare necessity of tools, you'll be okay. You can you can use marketplace. Just get the bare necessity of equipment you think you need to do certain things, and it would just be, like I said, if you just release one video, I'll talk to you and I'll try and guide you in the right direction of what you can do, and then from there you just kind of build your tools over time. And because you're a woodworker, getting a sponsorship for a tool company would not be too bad. I started out like that, and I can recommend tools if you want. Exactly. So, and I mean, if people join my Discord and you have these conversations in the main chat and stuff, it's there for you guys to talk about. Sorry, I keep hitting my microphone. It's there for you guys to talk about. You can talk to each other about whatever you like. I don't stop people talking in there unless it turns into abuse and bullshit, basically. But yeah, feel free to join my Discord and have a chat with each other. I generally don't mind, as long as someone's helping someone. That's what it's there for. My Discord is like literally for just people to talk to. I'm mentally a jack of all trades. You should be completely fine then. You could be handyman rich, and your entire personality could be, I'm going to show you how to fix this, this, and this. Dude, I watch a plumber. I watch Australian. This guy's name is Bruce, and he unblocks drains in Australia. I watch his channel because he's flipping brilliant to look. He's good to listen to. He's a laugh. So it doesn't matter what type of content you make. There's people out there watching it. Yeah. Literally, my Discord is for, I mean, for me, it's for me to advertise out my videos, you know, because if people are there, sometimes they don't pay attention to YouTube, sometimes they get an announcement on Discord, I've launched a video. That's pretty much all it's going to get. You'll get dinged for free games as well, because there's loads of free games. My Discord, there's 3 or 4 bots that have been set up to bring all the free games into it. But yeah, have a chat in there. Just go and have a talk. And I mean, if you're adding each other to Discord, you can talk to yourself. You don't even have to be in my page. It's good to get everybody there, and then you go off and do your own thing. Thanks, Gary, as well, for doing the link. But that's just the way I see it. I try not to like be horrible and stuff. So when it comes to people using my Discord, use it. Go for it. That's what it's there for. Be happy. You know? Do I have a tub of gems? I do. I do have a tub of gems. Don't care if it's broken. I just need the gems cut. Do 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 do. Emeralds. Sit that on the belt. But yeah, if you can get tools from pawn shops, flea markets, Facebook Marketplace, they don't have to be the best stuff. They can be whatever you can get just to create that first video. And that's it. It doesn't need to be everything. I have a name picked out, but only have a phone and no computer that can handle the uploads and editing. Editing, you can use, there are online there are phone editors. Mr. Beast's entire channel was built on phone stuff for the first 100,000 subscribers. A phone nowadays is what a lot of people use, because the cameras in them, in fairness, are bloody good. Yeah, you can use. I mean, there's video editors for phones. There's everything you need for phones. If you want to make a thumbnail on a phone, just use Canva. You know. It's all there for you. There's hundreds of tools out there. Right. We fixed this up at the same time as that. It's not going to last very long. I don't like it when it gets laggy. It gets more annoying. It's like, no, don't, it's supposed to work. I hate it when it gets to that point. Right, so that's that, and I need 2 more sorters, one for Onyx and one for Ruby. There you go. Did you play Minecraft? Nope. Not a big fan. I honestly, I'm not a fan of Minecraft. Just never appealed to me. And when it comes to it, I'm not the most imaginative of people when it comes to like builds and stuff. I'd have to follow instructions. So kind of just didn't do anything for us. I got nothing bad to say about it. It's just not for me. Yep. Already up to iron. Dude, iron's the first build. I would say what's impressive is I'm already smelting. Technically. But there you go. I love Factorio. Factorio is a really good game. Nothing bad to say about Factorio. It's a good, solid game. No. So this is the problem with the rake, by the way, right? Is that the rake brings everything up by half a square on the top layer. I renamed my first world was like 1,000. You remembered that your first world was 1,000 hours, and only with like five world effort. Wow. My channel name would be Engineering Lorenzen. No, just dug a hole. Didn't want to do that.
Huh?
There you go. Everything's a bit more flatter now. Apart from my balls up. I'm interested. Are you a little bit handy dandy, mister? Me, not so much. I will, if I need to do stuff, I will try to learn what I'm doing. But no, I'm more of a, I need somebody else to do this for me because I will cock it up. That's the sort of person I am. Unfortunately, real life hasn't blessed me with the ideas of doing DIY too much. I can build flat pack furniture. I can do a little bit of woodworking, that sort of thing. But that was when I used to do a lot of like stuff when I was younger. Nowadays, not so much. This is how it starts, by the way.
Huh?
Oh no, I'm not going to flatten the whole area. That's how it starts. Like I mentioned earlier, I'm mentally a jack of all trades and can figure it out. Yeah, you'll be fine. My whole thing is I don't have enough. Number one, I don't have enough money to do anything. Number two, I don't have enough space to do anything because we live in a little 2-bedroom flat with 2 kids. We're kind of stuck where we are, and we can't really get out and do stuff. I always said if I was able to ever afford a house or stuff or get a garage, I'd be one of those people that would probably buy one of those like kit cars, or I'd start doing like learning how to be an engineer or learning how to do stuff because I'd have the room to do it. Or I'd get into reselling and I've got a place to actually put stuff. Like a guy that I watch called Ricky Resells, his garage is basically his office and he's just got boxes of stuff up the walls, and that's kind of what I like doing, that sort of thing. I like being able to like take something and make some money from it, just because that's just the sort of nature I've grown up with. It's just little things like that. But yeah, because of what I've always done is gaming. That's why I fell into doing gaming on YouTube. I needed something to keep myself sane, also whilst going through COVID, which really, I mean, I started doing this before COVID, but during COVID, this was one of those things that actually kept me going, because being stuck in a flat for 2 years with 2 kids, yeah, that screwed me up a bit. And with Kerry going through chemo, like she was going through cancer and gastroparesis at the time, I needed something to distract myself from the rest of the world that I couldn't get out of these 4 walls. So this helped. It really did. Even if I've only had like this much of an audience, this much of the audience helped me get through all that shit, because it was a horrid time, you know. And we're still here. We're still in a little 2-bedroom flat in the middle of nowhere, you know. Right. Bum, bum, bum. So that's 2 hours and 30 in. We've got a machine working. We're sorting out to a point. I would say the next thing we need then is we need 2 more sorters, one for rubies. Well, no, we need 1 more sorter for onyx, really. So we need an onyx sorter, well, a ruby sorter, but then the end of the line would be onyx. Oh, hold on. Hold on, I can't remember if we get on it. We get onyx on this. Yeah, no, we do get onyx on this level because diamonds on the other one. I hope all the fell from going. I'm good again. Bless you. Yeah, you'll be all right. Yeah, and the chill pill for me was this. This was it for me. I was happy. Right, I think so. We need 1 sorter, and I'm gonna need a couple of drills. It's the downside. I haven't even got a set of scales. I can't even check how big the iron I've got is. Guess what we need to buy then? We definitely need more drills as well. It's going to be like back in the older days, I did this before I used to go down underground, which I would kind of do that now if I'm going to be brutally honest. I think that would be the better deal. Going underground would just be better. Does small audience on YouTube make any money for the games itself? In my perspective, the channel that I have makes enough money to pay a couple of bills, and that's it. Now, I've spoken to bigger YouTubers, and I've spoken to other people. They're just, oh, you need to make like more. You need to make content that basically just focuses on like a thing per episode and not has to tie in it. It's just one-off content that you're looking to just blow up. Now, if you take my stuff, which I was making like tutorials at the time, and if you go and watch like Dangerously Funny, who one of his videos was, I basically stopped the game from working by finding, and he would just make a massive pile of gold and everything else, and his machine would basically die and crash the game. Look at like the Real Civil Engineer and like Blitz and people like that who made content around this game, and they just go massive and they just like churning out thousands, and that's the whole video. It was like to focus on like, I made a machine that produced 1 million gold, that sort of thing, and that's what you would do. But for me, because I focus more on sort of, I want to say, grounded content. I'm not a shouty, happy. I'm not one of those people that go over the top. And this is the sort of stuff I make. I make just more grounded content. Whereas if you watch like other YouTubers, they take, they'll take a concept of, hey, I just built this machine and it's cool, and they'll go, okay, cool, I built this machine and I made $1 billion, or I filled up a whole. I've done a couple of those where I filled up a whole pit of gold, which back in the original version of this game was a really bad idea. But yeah, it's basically, you have to make the more extreme side of content to make more money in the gaming, at least, because gaming's shit for money. Unless you get, I think I worked it out, it was 600,000 views a month. That's a living wage in gaming. Okay, just to put it out there. And that's what I worked out to. 600. You need 600,000 views a month, every month, to make a fairly good amount of money in the gaming space. Because gaming doesn't earn a lot of money. So if you're doing tutorials and stuff in the gaming world, that's probably a better way to go. If you're not someone like Real Civil Engineer, and you just want to make videos to help other people, tutorials are a really good way because they're an evergreen style of content. It's better for that. It's better for you to make that sort of stuff because you can build an audience off that. Well, I already did that. But if you want to make a lot of money, you need to make that content that people forget that they're watching a gamer, and they're watching something that's just triggering that dopamine rush every 30 seconds. I think that's how to put it down. A person that gets away with it. What do you think of the shirt my wife got me? Have you posted something on my Discord? Yesterday or the day? Really? Hold on. Am I missing something? Oh, okay, yeah, it was under. Okay, the I don't need sand. That one, yeah, that's pretty cool. I like that one. Yeah, no, yeah, I like that. It made me laugh. So you did good on that one. I lose track of time when designing things. Just no funds for supplies and tools right now. Exactly. So start small, man. You know, if you need a chisel and a plane and bits and pieces, go to a thrift store, or it's Black Friday, and Cyber Monday, Christmas sales. Have a look around right now. This would be a good time. This time right now is a good time to actually go out and like find those deals, because they are online. They are everywhere now right now because of like the time that we live in. It's Christmas time, it's sale time. People are trying to get rid of all their old stock. People are trying to get rid of shit on Facebook. People will be getting rid of a lot of stuff after Christmas. Just keep your eyes out for stuff like that. You don't have to have the most expensive stuff to start. You just have to start. That's all it is. Do I know the channel Orbital Potato? Can't say I've heard of it, but give me a second. It might just be one of those I've seen and not seen, if you know what I mean. YouTube.com. Orbital Potato. Orbital Potato, 144,000 subscribers. I've never seen this channel, but you know what? I will keep it. I'll keep it on another tab. I will look at it after this stream. Okay. Thank you very much for the recommendation. I'll check it out. Thank you. I think my machine's broken. Yeah. I'm not seeing anything come past. Yeah, it did. The machine did stop. It's nice to sleep on. I mean, for me, it's like, if I find another channel, I try and learn from it now, because it's just the way it is. That's why we can't have nice things. You can have as many nice things as you want. Just don't have to have it from me. You have to have a job and money. Not necessarily. I mean, if you've got, there's garage sales every time. So in America, you guys have garage sales. There's something that we don't have in the UK. You're able to like go to these sales and pick up a load of cheap shit for basically nothing. It's a good way to start. It's Christmas soon. Someone might give you a voucher. Maybe spend it on, 20 quid's worth of tools and see what you can do with like the bare necessities. That sort of thing, really. But even then, you're looking at like, you could just start from the basics. Here's a hammer, here's a bit of wood. I'm going to show you how to do X, Y, and Z. And that could be like your first video. You don't need a lot of tools. You just need to be able to start that first idea. Is there also really a community between YouTubers? Sort of. So what I want to say to that is, depending on the YouTuber, also comes down to depending on the their friendliness. Because some YouTubers they'll keep themselves to themselves. They won't really worry about doing anything else for other people. They'll just be on their own, and it's fine. That's up to them. That's how they live. There are YouTubers out there who will welcome you into a community and try and help you. There are YouTubers who stick to themselves. There are always groups of YouTubers who are looking for collabs. So it's depending on what sort of thing you want to do as well. I mean, if you want to do a collaboration with a YouTuber, then you might have to go to like a lower budget YouTuber, obviously. But there are people out there who are willing to like do multiplayer or collabs of bits and pieces. It does come down to, number one, the community you want to join, and number two, what you want to do. Up until, I kind of wish there was somebody who could look at my channel and go, right, you need to do this or you're going to just fail for the rest of your life. That already happened to me once in my life, and I'm kind of grateful that it did happen. But I like creating the content I do, but it's almost like I think I'm just too boring for people to watch. Unless I'm trying to teach them how to do X, Y, and Z, It's not a lot of money, but it's a good start. Okay. I enjoy your videos. Yeah, well, that's the thing. My content is for a certain type of people. I roughly put myself into the ages of 24 to upwards, mainly 24 to 40. Most people who I cater to have just come home from work and go, oh, right, I'm just going to watch this video because I know he's chill. I don't need the stress right now. That sort of thing. That's the sort of person I cater to, because that's the sort of person I am. I could create a new channel and shout at everybody for the next like 100 years or so, but then that would be a bit stupid. Oh yeah, there is. But I mean, there is, to put this into perspective, some of my most viewed content is how to do this on YouTube, because everybody still needs to know how to do that. Is it me, or are just YouTube video styles changed last half a year or load? Yeah, because people stopped looking at Mr. Beast as an influence, and they started doing their own shit. Another part of it is AI. People started doing a lot more AI style content, which was a load of old bollocks. So you just have to take that with a grain of salt. Right, where do I want to take this build? Do I want to... Oh, I need another saw. Do I want to stay underground?
Thanks for your business.
I'm trying to think. It's dangerous. Right, I think that's the type of build we're going to go for.
Looking for some up.
It does hurt a little bit. I need... I'll do... And we have to get some iron so we can get another drill. So that's going to be a big thing now. But we need one more of those. This is an old school build. Before it really did start to matter about where you wanted to put your drills. Mergers or later? I don't need mergers. I need a cork though. Oh, actually, no. Oh no, I will need one cork.
Take a look at my goods.
Where are corks? Cork. There you are. And I need a set of scales.
Thanks for your business.
Because I need to know how much iron I've got. Let's go. In fairness, you don't really need mergers. Not if you're doing a straight build. If you're doing like one that crosses over a lot, yeah, sure, get them. But this one, I don't think I'll need them as much. Not right now. And then what I would need to do is separate the belts up a lot more to carry on. So the reason for that is if you get the gem compressors, because you can sit them next to each other if you want, but it kind of looks a bit messy. Right, so I know what I forgot to buy. I forgot to buy bloody spanners. Okay.
Huh?
Back in a second. Need a spanners. Are hate comments still as big as back in the day? Oh yeah. Yeah. I'm always removing certain comments like that. Yeah. You get hated for the stupid though. Like, for instance, I got a comment because I was talking about CMS 2020 whatever.
Find a better
the new car mechanics simulator. We know is coming out at some point because Red Dot were suggesting that here's some images, here's some gameplay, this is what we've been working on. So it is known that there is another game coming. Sure. I released that video mid this year, you know, talking about the screenshots, talking about bits and pieces, and a prediction of timeline, right? Which everybody else was doing as well. You know, there's a lot of other gamers who just, oh yeah, I predict the game's going to come out here. My prediction is it's going to be like early part next year, sort of like May, or no, April, May. So around that sort of time. And I just sat there and spoke about the game, and I got this guy. This guy's he is a fucking liar. There is no other game coming out. He is a dickhead, blah, blah, blah. I'm never going to watch this fucking channel again. What a fuck. And all it was a talking head video about the screenshots and a prediction of when the game is going to come out. You get hate on YouTube for just doing that. You get hate on YouTube for making videos. You get hate on YouTube for doing live streams. You get hate on YouTube for your appearance. And this is why people just like, you know what? Don't care. And most YouTubers, I would say, if you sit there and just go, and? There are people who do get, I would say, too emotionally overwhelmed when it comes to this platform. And maybe can't take a little bit of criticism. And that's just it. But yeah, when you'll get sworn at just because. You get hate everywhere because you're anonymous. Yeah, exactly. That's why people keep saying TikTok, not TikTok, X or Twitter is basically a toxic hellhole. What they're actually seeing is they're seeing what that person's actually like when they haven't got a name. Everybody on Twitter is anonymous unless you write your full name on there. And if you write your name on there, you're a certain type of person. You'll never go over the top. If you're an anonymous user, you almost become like an alternative personality because you can get away with it. And that's what if you get hate comments on here, that's the reason. It's because no one else can you can't be traced back to your name, your person. So I could start an account tomorrow that would just be, I know, I could call myself Timmy123. I mean, it's been probably already done. And I could go on an abusive rampage having to go at everybody. No one would know it's me. But the moment I put like Hybridsteel, it would be traced back to my channel. And then you could probably find out who I was and this and that. And it's like, okay, cool. And then you're in trouble. Never thought I would see you play this again. And it's a Christmas thing, man. Right, anyways, let's keep this going. Oh, we need to put the other merger in. If I take this, by the way, that's the reason why I got the cork. Right, there we go. Right, now if I make this work, that can earn me money, and that's okay. My next idea is to go from here. We are going to put a Right. So the drill's gonna, I'm gonna probably, I need to put a T-pipe here. It's gonna stuff up a little bit. Cool. And then I'm working this out in my brain. Give me a minute. Okay, cool. All right, so I would need to loop. I need to loop this pipe down into here because that's where it's going to go. And that is fine. Oh. I remember you played some farm sim. Yeah, we did a little bit of farm sim. I did one season, and I gotta be honest, I have every intention I wanted to play it again. I was like, I want to play it again. I want to do this. I want to do that. And then never did. And that was it. I was just like, so I don't know. I don't know what it is. I've got Farm Sim 25. Is that why I see smoke coming out of your ears? Yeah. It's trying to work out what I'm going to do next before I do it. I love playing it. It's addictive, but at the same time very boring. Yeah, so that's part of the problem. So what I find when I'm watching people play Farm Sim, it's mainly like I watch people who do challenges. You know, can you work up from like 0 to this? And that's sort of content I would love to make. But it's actually making that style of video, and it takes a long time, and I don't really feel myself I've got a lot of time to do that, so that's kind of annoying for me. Do 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 do. I used to play with my friend when he came over. He always had a USB with 20 gig of new mod. Yeah, well, they started adding in mods for themselves. So they've got like basically a list of mods they always use now. And that list is always growing. It's just more, hey, you should check this stuff out. Oh yeah, yeah. Yep. Okay. I need to change the way this works. I need a tea. I don't know if I've got any more teas. Oh, okay, I probably have. But no, I've got one tea. A couple of circles. I've got that tea there. That'll do. Is that gonna work? Is that gonna work? Is it gonna work? Yes, that will work. For now, that can just go that way. That's fine. Okay, so that needs a corner. That's fine. Right, that's all disconnected, that's all connected. That is going to go that way. And then I need that to sit under there, that to sit under there, and we're good. Yeah, well, it's Christmas time. I mean, we're getting close to Christmas. The plants have aligned for Christmas. We're done. So I would need a T-pipe to come from here onto here and then come into there to get a new drill running. Path and add, we're all good. So that's going to drip like a bastard. They're going to make golden bits and pieces for me, and then we've got some spare piping we have, yes. Oh. We'll be fine. And there we go. So that's all set up ready to go. So we can get 2 drills. I just need some T-pipes. And we had like a mine. Yeah. You still need have fun. Yeah, no, it's alright, you'll be fine. Anyways. So that's good, and that's good. I thought I was gonna do something else for a second. Turns out I didn't need it. So one way you would do this is you would have the drills on the floor, and then you would have a conveyor belt running up to the thingy, up to the harvester. But as I'm raised already, it doesn't really matter. I mean, admittedly, I'm cutting my own throat with like the amount of money I'm not making. Oh, that's what we needed. There we go. I don't have a spare brick, do I? I do, but I'm currently using it. But do I have a spare pan? No. I got that pan there. On the rare chance that an onyx drops, yeah. But there we go. So that's set and that's ready to go. That's 3 hours in. We got ourselves. We're basically automated to a point where I don't really have to worry about doing a lot of things. It's just not a lot of iron. stay. 100, I reckon we've probably got about 100 ounces or 100 in weight. If we've got more, I suppose we could go and get ourselves a new one. £31. That's not enough. I can't remember what it is to get a new one. I got an idea. Let's take a trip. Let us go. I can't remember. It's been so long since I even bothered to worry about how much I needed. Like, even when I was playing this, I was like, we can get like 50 drills, it's fine. I've got enough. Why is that? I just got this really big block. It's worth like 100 million. Yeah, whatever. I can't remember anymore. I think the more fascinating thing is that I'm not using cheats or I'm not using mods. Catch you later, Steve. Have a good one, bud. I'll take my money with me. Oh. Right, tier 1 is 300. I don't think I need anything else. You know what? I mean, we're evolving. Okay. The worst part is there's not a chute down here to send up to the top. Kind of wish they'd put one in. How goes it? I'm doing alright, man. Just having... Oh, I hate this lift so very, very much. God damn it, lift! By Lucifer's beard! Yeah, I had this whole plan years. Well, yeah, I was going to say a couple of years back. I tried to automate this, right? So it didn't work because the map is off-centered. But what I tried to do was I tried to build a conveyor belt because I was on like I could with the mods it was like free to build here and here. I built a conveyor belt from that doorway all the way up to here to almost try and pour it straight into the crucible. I tried, it didn't work. Oh, I started again. Right, I just want to get this. I just want to get one or two things done, and then call it a day. Don't forget, if you have enjoyed this stream or enjoying it, and you're on replay and so on and so forth, hit the like, subscribe, notification button below for all other updates. because I'll be doing this series until the end of, well, the end of this month. The last Hydroneer stream will be New Year's Eve, and I don't know if I'm going to play until midnight. I'm getting old. It's like, nah, I can't be bothered anymore. There's no point. I don't really celebrate New Year's Eve anymore because there's no, you know, the next day I'm still going to be sitting here. My New Year's resolution is to actually clean up my food a bit more now. It's the next thing I need to work on. It's my next major thing I need to focus on. So when it comes, if we go for a takeaway or we go for a meal, order a slightly healthier option. This, that, and ever. Yeah, it's just another day. Right. Well, I need the table. My New Year's is usually spent watching a stream and having a beer. So yeah, I'll be streaming that day. I might not be streaming until the actual like end of the day, but I'll be streaming New Year's Eve because like it falls on a Wednesday this year, and my brother doesn't come online on Wednesdays. A couple of my mates, they don't come on. Basically, everyone's busy on a Wednesday apart from me, so I just turn it into a day where I can do stuff. So yeah, that's the plan. Right. So I need 250 iron. No, 300 iron, 60. So I need 520. No. 60 and 60 is 120. Add the two together is 240. I need 540 iron. Guess what we're doing next time? I think as you get older, you just sit and just go, there's no real point on doing this anymore. I'm just going to carry on and do my own shit. I'm just going to live my own life and not have to worry about stuff anymore. So I think that's just where I'm up to. I'm just like, New Year's, I don't go to New Year's parties. And no one ever invites me anyway, so I'm not really that bothered. Most of my family don't talk to each other, so there's that. So I'll probably get like one message from like my mum, who'll just say Happy New Year, because like normally I'm a lot closer to my mum than I used to be. But yeah, because they're moving this year, I won't even see them over Christmas. So I'll definitely be talking to them over like the course of the Christmas, New Year. But none of my family do like parties and stuff anymore. And when all the pubs like shut down and stuff during COVID, then there's nothing really out there anymore, and you're just like, oh, whatever. It's mildly depressing, you know. I am 32, haven't really celebrated anything since. Yeah, I mean, some people don't. You know, I mean, it is up to you at the end of the day, you know. No one's got you by the. No one's trying to shoot you for it. Ah, tool bags. You know what? Not just yet, buddy. Oh, we gotta go down. Yeah, I understand about it for the kids. Like my kids nowadays, I mean, I haven't even got their Christmas letters, right? I mean, Logan is getting to that point where he's getting older, and it's like he's going to start questioning things soon. I'm kind of trying to keep that kind of innocence in his life a little bit there. But Ollie's only just turned 7, so Ollie still thinks everything's real and this and the other. And that I got him to like write his Christmas card out to Santa and did this and the other, and I'm trying to keep it alive for him a little bit. I know Logan at some point will start going, Daddy, what about this? Daddy, what about that? And I'm like, oh great, here we go. that's where it's going to be like, Daddy, where do babies come from? Shit. Yeah, no, it's going to be that conversation. Trying to keep it innocent, trying to keep them a little bit more chill and a little bit more like, yeah, happier. So that's when you know your kids have grown up, when they start going, Daddy, I don't believe in Santa anymore. You're like, no, they're older. But yeah, for now, it's for the kids mainly. I mean, Kerry's going to start putting like lights up and stuff into December. That is the biggest. Do I have to have this conversation? The birds and the bees talk. Yeah, it's gonna be an interesting one. I think the thing is, every parent fears it, but if you know how to describe stuff, then you can make it light, then it's not that bad. You just have to be a bit more chill with it all. Yeah. So I've tried to keep them a little bit more kid-like. So a lot of children, like Logan's 9, 10 next year, and a lot of his friends they've already got like access to like PlayStations or PlayStation 5s. They're already playing Fortnite online. They're already doing this. They're already can we have a mobile phone? Oh, just because he's got this and this, like that. His entire class is like this. All of the kids like, oh, I need a phone. I need this and I need that. It's like, we live in a village. You live 5 minutes away from the school. Why do you need a phone? Well, something might happen. You live 5 minutes away from the school. Nothing's going to happen around here because everyone knows you, everyone else. And so I've tried to keep them a little bit more away from everything. And this is because I know how bad the internet is. The internet is a toxic cesspit of horrificness if you've got a child looking for stuff. And it can warp a brain. It can turn them into an idiot. My kids do not watch TikTok. My kids don't I try to get them not to watch shorts, but sometimes Ollie does. But I've tried to keep them away from like short form content so their attention spans have stayed. Because if you get kids watching short form content like TikTok, they turn into marshmallows. They turn into dumbasses. To put this into perspective, I'm not a bright person. Kerry is, right? Kerry's one of those people who went off to like university, sort of that sort of education. Logan at the moment is age 9 and his teachers are already saying he should be bright, he should be good enough to do the 11 plus. I wouldn't ever do that. There's not a lot of kids in his year that are going to do 11 plus because they're all marshmallows. They're TikTok obsessed. They're watching on their phones. These kids are 9 years old and their brains are being warped by TikTok. And people can call me horrible and strict if you want, but my kids have access to tablets. They can play games. They can do all the other stuff. I just don't let them on TikTok, and I don't let them do stuff that I think is brain rot. So that's how I've raised them, and because of that, number one, they've kept their innocence a bit, so they're still kids. They go out and play. They go out and play in the garden. They go out and, like, you know, roll around in the mud, and that's fine. But it's when they start going, when they start doing meme talk, and it's all bullshit. And you got kids growing up doing this sort of thing. You're like, this is how you ruin a generation. So I've kept them away from it. So that's what I've done. And I mean, people can say whatever they want. I mean, most people around here, they can say what they like. They can come and talk to me if they want. They'll figure out that I'm kind of in the right. And I'm not saying that as a big-headed. I'm saying that because I fear for the next generation. I fear for kids' brains being rotted by horrific dickheadedness that's online. Thankfully, I grew up with the internet. I didn't grow into it. And I know what I can cope with, and I know what I don't want to watch. But when you've got a 9-year-old kid who's just like typing random crap into a Google search, you have no idea what that can do to them. I know that feeling of marshmallow-minded kids. I have 2 in my family, and the first electronic was an iPhone, followed by an Xbox Series X, and then a PS5. See, gaming is fine in moderation. So when we were kids, like when me and my brother were kids, we could play our systems for X amount of time, but we weren't always allowed on them. We always still had to do, like, you know, read a book or do some drawing, go out and play and be a child, you know. But if your entire life is screen to screen to screen to screen, and you don't see the outside world, you leave quite a shallow existence in your brain. There's not a lot there to grow with. They were 6 and 7 with no limits. That's not great. TikTok is literally a CCP psyops. I say this on the basis they do not put... Yeah. Oh, no. So China have their own version of TikTok. They have got their own version of TikTok. It's... Oh, I can't remember what it's called. Because I watched the China show. They're always talking about it. Basically, their version of TikTok is very different to the version that we have. Is it Bilibili? Redbook. Yeah, that's the way. Yeah, it's Redbook. And it's different. It's more grown up. That's the thing. You know, it's people being shown, like, positive experiences in their area, because obviously, like, they're trying to shun over the fact there are poor people in China, so they're always showing, like, the glamorous shots of, like, China and, like, skyscrapers with lots of lights all over them and this, that and the other. But you never see the bad stuff on this platform. So the reason why they don't make more straight news is because if they did, it's not seen as entertainment, which means it can be seen as more critical, and China would shut it down. So it's seen as light entertainment, but if you watch it, you can still see everything that's going on there. Yeah, what you have to think is they have to do it, because if they don't do it, they'll get shut down faster. If they keep it light, then the people that normally complain about it or report other channels and this, that and the other, they don't go away as fast. Yeah. They've already, their chats, I've watched them live a couple of times, and you can see when they start talking about a certain thing, you can see the comments coming through, and it's just people who are, like, voting up for the CCP. So it's there's a lot of it from their point of view, and it's really bad. it's not great. But yeah, that's how I have to. I see it from that point of view. I'm like, okay, cool. So they're doing this because of this, and this, and if they don't do it, then they get cancelled faster. Mostly bots, yeah. But that's the thing. If you're being targeted as a bot attack, then YouTube start going, what's going on here? Because obviously you're not really supposed to bot accounts, and if you bot an account, then YouTube can either blacklist you or turn you off completely, take your monetization away, all of that. So they try. I think the reason why they try and keep it a little more light-hearted, even they do add some of the serious stuff in, but they keep it light-hearted because. And when you see the because, and it's like, oh, okay, I kind of get it. There are other channels that do like they do slightly more straighter news, but they are far and few between because of just the way China tries to regulate other countries from doing stuff and then doesn't regulate it itself in its own country. It's fun and games though. That's why I try and stay out of world politics. Because I don't want to get cancelled by like Russia or something. Yeah. There's about 3 channels, and they've all been featured in China show as well. So if you want that slightly straight news, it is there, but it's the problem with it. It's a problem with a country that basically regulates anything that comes out of it. You're never going to hear the full story of anything unless they approve of it first. And then you get people like Hassan Piker who go, "Oh no, they're not a communist country." Yes, they are. I went to China. Yes, and you were living you weren't living a communist lifestyle. I like socialism. I'm gonna go and spend money on horses. I love what he did the other, because he's getting pulled up by people who are like, they're protesting against Hassan because of he went to China and did horse betting. So that's what he did. That's what one of the things he did in China. And they're like, well, no, you shouldn't be doing this because of like it's animal cruelty. And he goes, you realise that I used to do equestrian show jumping and stuff on horses, and they're all, oh, you can change your ways. It's like he's a rich boy, and he's trying to pose as this socialist supporter, but it's not working very well. If you want to keep up on the Hassan news, watch more Pegasus. That dude is killing it at the moment. And now we are, I want to say, done for it. Winston has a fascinating video on the types of foreigners who go to the PRC yeah, and then you here's the thing, you can always tell if somebody's in China for their own reason or they're in China for propaganda. And I watched Bald and Bankrupt, who he's 99% of his content is Russia, then it's Ukraine, and then like old Soviet countries. And I'm like, that's okay. So I get to learn a little bit of history. He's got a fascination with like the Soviets and stuff like that. I can learn from this, and that's fine. I watch him just for it's light-hearted entertainment in my eyes. And then he did this one video, and he's like, "Hi, I'm in China." I'm like, "Why?" And he's like, "Oh, we're gonna go over and do this, and then we're gonna go to the Silk Road." I'm like, "That's a CCP route. That's like one of the routes they give you as a tour. This is where you're going to go. You're going to show off this, and this." And then he did that whole thing, and it was you may think that I'm on the ground floor, and I was like, I've seen this in like 20 other videos, and it's basically there's this one building, and it's like 20 stories up, and it looks like the ground floor of like a city. But then they go, "Oh, but you're mistaken. I'm 20," and they show you over the edge, and they show you the 22-story drop that's off the wall, and you're like, this is the same thing that all of these other people have said. almost word for word. So I filmed that he took on some money from China to show parts of it off, and I was like, oh man. I was kind of hoping it would never happen to Bald, but it did. Oh yeah, the train going through the building. That everyone has to film the train going through the building, because there's not another train that goes through a building in the entire world. But yeah, the train going through the building, the 22-story I'm on the ground floor, and then you see the same sights through all of these videos. It's like, okay, I'm kind of, yeah, kind of done. But yeah, you can always tell. I mean, if they go there for their own reasons, they just kind of want to do their own like tour and stuff, and they're not stuck to a script, I'm kind of okay with them. But the ones they start talking about X certain thing and this, that, and the other, and it's exactly the same as I've seen before, I know it's paid for, and it literally is. Right, we need to. Yeah, are you almost broken yet? Where's my... I'm going to see if we can do this quick. That's gold. That's iron. Aha! There we go. We did it just in time. Where's my scales? I need a block. £120. We'll have it in the next stream then. And there we go. So 3 hours and 33 minutes in. We're automated to a point. These need gem crushers, but then again, they're going to need like connecting. I'm going to have to put a space between the hole belts, and we'll go from there. In the next stream, we are going to get a secondary drill. We're going to put it on a block. We're going to feed it in here, and we're going to start feeding 2 into each one. And then we'll go 3, and then we'll go 4, and then we'll go 5. And we'll go from there, and we'll see how many we do. But yeah, there you go. Like I said, I'm not really worried about too much about what I'm actually doing. I'm just prattling around with the game and being happy, you know. Anyways, so until my next video, live stream, or whatever, I'm going to be doing this next Saturday. So if you want to come along and hang out, that's what I'm going to be doing. If not, go check out the other videos I've released on my channel. Go check out the stuff I'll be releasing next week. And I'll catch you later. I'm going to say peace out. Have fun. Enjoy everything you guys do. Have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you around. Ah, boom. Fist bump to you.